Hey guys, we just got done seeing Trap in theaters, and as always, I'm gonna let my wife let you know what her first take was after seeing the movie in theaters. So, as always, hon, what'd you think of it?
It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
He does cameo like always. Good one.
Who does the cameo?
The director.
And who's the director?
Nature.
And who else is in the movie?
His daughter.
And what other things were you telling me about her in the movie? Or at the end, once you saw stuff?
She wrote a good amount of the songs. There are a lot of them are written by her. A lot of them are written with her and like a team. But I thought she did a good job. The songs sound good.
Yeah, they worked very well with the pace of the movie and the feel of the movie as you were watching it. So,
and there's some humor in there to break up the tension.
There definitely is, and
there's a few twists. I kept waiting. I was like, there's got to be another twist here.
Yeah.
His movies always have a twist.
They do. And his last couple movies, which I really like, there's not a lot of blood and gore and stuff like that. Like if you saw, yes, it's a lot more psychological, which I think he went away from his earlier movies that showed a lot of blood and guts. Happening, different ones like that. I mean, you see some of those movies and then you're like, oh man, but then you see how someone grows as a director that you don't need to have those things to keep people attached to your movie. It's more of the story of how's he going to get away with it? What's he going to do? He's inside this
What's going to happen
arena.
to them? What happens to them?
Yeah. Is anything going to happen to this person? How about them? Or, so it was very well done. I really enjoyed it. Josh Hartnett, man, did amazing. I said, just seeing him, knowing that he's our age and we see him and he's like, guys, late 30s, early 40s guy. And you're like, man, that's us. We're, and you're watching it and you're like, man, he still looks great. He does such a good job. And just the emotions in his face, the smile, the laugh, and then going like into serious mode. And, when I saw the movie, I'm like, one of the ladies in the movie, I was like, hey, look, that's Miss Bliss from Saved by the Bell, the early years. And the people that know Saved by the Bell, if you watch it, you see her like, oh my God, that's her. And she was also in the original Parent Trap. She was the girl that they made twins. She's the original girl from Parent Trap.
Okay, I can picture that.
Yeah. So more of you people will probably know that more than, oh, it's Miss Bliss from Saved by the Bell. But
I did not know that.
She didn't know that, but more nerds like me know more that, stupid stuff. But I really enjoyed it.
I didn't say it.
You didn't have to. The look on your face made it sound
I didn't say
nerd, Loser.
I didn't do that.
All right, but no, they did such a good job, and just through the whole movie, you're just like, what's happening? How's he going to get out of it? Is he going to get out of it? And then twisted turns you really didn't even see coming. Like some of the people you thought were just going to be mini roles in the movie turn out that they have a major part in the movie, and you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming. That's really cool. And even at the end just kept you guessing. Now there is one little, like, it's not really an end credit scene or a post credit scene, because
it's not really mid either.
It's more of like right after the end, and then it's like, yeah,
little scene. But it's definitely for humor.
Yes, definitely. And it's
a little one.
Yeah, it's a little one.
Cute,
but
funny.
I would definitely watch it. Very well done movie. It's a good suspense thriller, one that'll keep you into the movie and keep watching and see what's going on.
I thought there was a little bit of time that felt a little slower paced than I would have expected.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, good movie.
Yeah, but it's kind of one of those things where in those kind of movies, it's hard to have the same probably pace through the whole movie. But it wasn't one of those where you're like, oh my God, it went on like 30, 45 minutes longer. It was the right length of the movie that it should have been, didn't make it too long. And then you're going to have those probably parts in the movie where you're like, okay, this is that little part we got to get through before we get to the finale or get to like the meat and potatoes of the whole thing. So, but I enjoyed it. The music definitely was good. The daughter did really well. His cameo was really cool. A lot longer in a movie than he normally does for a cameo, which was really cool. And anybody that has kids that are into Taylor Swift or the big, this is exactly what it is. It's like everybody's like, oh my God, they're all fainting. They're like, oh my God.
I think he mentioned that it was a different, it wasn't just directing a movie, he was also directing like a concert. So it was like a different experience for him as well.
And Josh Hartnett in an interview said he wants everybody, the director, to go through the full experience, not just the movie, but the concert, like everything, to where you're engulfed in the whole story.
Accurate.
Yeah, accurate of that. Because, I mean, with anything, with concerts and things like that, I mean, you have lulls, you have different things, you're looking around, and then you're kind of like, okay, I could see those, things that he's talking about. But, and one of the people in the movie, I was like, I thought something was going to happen to them. It didn't. I was surprised. When you watch it, you'll see, and you'll be like, man, I wish something would have happened to them. But, but watch it, you'll get where we're coming from.
I thought something was.
Yeah. I'm like, and you definitely have those people in your life, that are like that. But definitely go check it out. Watch it. Josh Hartnett, it was great to see him back in a movie. I hope it opens more doors for him to be in other movies, because he's such a good actor. I mean, seeing him in movies and then now finally getting him back into the mainstream, he might have done some lower stuff, things that not really go to theaters, but now hopefully this...
He did a series, didn't he?
Yeah, did a series, Penny Dreadful, and he did, other things, but aren't as like, big, big movies that, he used to do back in like the 90s, like...
Early 2000s.
Faculty, for Days and 40 Nights.
Early 2000s.
I know, that's also 20 years ago. Just like she said, Signs. Do you know that his Shyamalan's daughter? I said that he has a daughter that age, and then you're like, yeah. I said Signs was made over, and it's when was it made? 19. Was it? It was in
the 2000s.
I thought it was 1999. In my mind, I was like, it was 1999. It was
in the 2000s.
Yeah, but you're still 20 years, and you're like, he had a daughter.
Sixth Sense would have been like 90s.
Yeah. But
Signs was in the 2000s.
Still old to some people. You're like, oh my God, it's that old. Didn't really, seem like it, but definitely go check it out. Let us know what you thought about it. I definitely, really enjoyed it. Especially, I mean, and we were in a small theater, so and we were saying afterwards, my wife was going, I don't think people thought it was going to be as well received as it is, because I mean, we were like, people are sold out, and then the next showing
sold out. The showing beforehand was sold out. Like, I think they misread this.
Yeah, and I think also
people are seeing it.
They are, and a lot of it, I think, also is people want to see M. Night Shyamalan, see his next movie, like Knocking the Cabin, was really good. I really enjoyed it. I thought that was a really good. She didn't watch it, but that's what I was saying is you don't have to have blood and guts. The movie has things like that, but it's behind the scenes where it's off camera, which you use your own imagination, which that's what I think is such a good thing, because you use your own thing, because your imagination can conjure up all these things, and it might not be as bad, but you can make it as bad or as good as you want in your mind, which I think that was the cool thing that they did in all these movies. So now it just makes you like go to a concert, you're like, you know what, my kids staying with me, I'm not leaving them there. I said my kids are staying with me, I'm staying outside the bathroom, I'm making sure everything's good to go. And that kid wouldn't have gotten that t-shirt over my kid in this movie. But go check it out. Let us know what you thought about the movie. What would you give it? 4 out of 5? 4. Yeah, I'd give it a solid 4. Very, very well done.
Maybe just under.
I'd give it a 4. Because you got to give points for the daughter, the music, and everything like that. Yes, and Josh Hartnett. So you raise a couple points and stuff. So that
was good music. It could be on the radio.
Yeah, it could.
I don't know why these songs aren't on the radio.
I know. I'm like, oh man, who did that? And you look, you're like, oh, it's the director's daughter.
Why don't soundtrack songs up on the radio?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm like, hey, this is from the soundtrack from the new movie Trap. What's Trap? And then people see it. Then you'll have more people go see the movie because they're seeing the music, and they're like, man. I said, I'd like to listen to this more than I would some of these other songs. And it's from, the director's daughter who directed just directed her, own movie this year, Watchers. So, definitely go check it out. Let us know what you guys thought again. Thanks for listening to us rant on, especially me. So thanks again. You guys have a good night. Bye.